You might not own land or a home with a big garden, but there are still lots of ways you can grow the plants you love. Renters and urban gardeners find all sorts of creative ways to grow vegetables and herbs, flowers, even shrubs and perennials in small spaces. There are a few key things you need to keep in mind, like how much space you have to work with, whether that spot is windy, and if you'll be able to water your plants easily enough. Here are 6 tips for gardening on balconies, rooftops, and small patios. Weight is something serious to consider. Just like you wouldn't want 20 people standing on your balcony or rooftop at once, you should watch the weight of any containers you choose. Go for lighter weight resin or fiberglass like Aquapot's light self-watering containers. Fill them with good quality lightweight potting soil. If your balcony is small, use just a few unique containers that will add lots of style with little weight. Sun burns hotter if you are gardening on an upper balcony or rooftop. Sun and heat from brick, siding, and patio pavers mean you'll need more durable plants. If your balcony is shallow, there might also be a sharp distinction between sun and shade from one side to the other. Before you pick out plants to grow in that sort of space, it's really important that you observe the sun and shade patterns there. You might need to choose plants that can tolerate full baking sun like luscious lantana or Mojave portulaca, or flexible plants like color blaze coleus and surefire begonias that can handle the extremes of both sun and shade. Do your patio cushions blow off your chairs whenever it's windy? Would a small pot on your table fall over and make a mess when it rains? You might need to use different kinds of planters than if you were working with a small sheltered patio. If your balcony garden or rooftop gets hit regularly with gusty winds, you can use heavier, low-profile containers and shorter plants like Superbina verbena and Superbell's calibrachoa that will stay out of the strongest winds. Smaller, sheltered patios that are less exposed to winds can be packed full of all sorts of fun containers and plants. Because of the wind and reflected sun and heat on balconies, rooftops, and small patios, container plants tend to dry out more quickly. They might need to be watered every day, and that gets hard when you have to do it by hand. If you have an outdoor faucet, you might try hooking your containers to a water-wise drip irrigation system. It's simple to set up and can be attached to a timer that goes off as often as you need it. Self-watering aquapots are another great solution for windy exposed balconies and rooftops. Typically, you'll only need to refill the water reservoir about once a week. If you are working with a small patio or balcony, you're going to want to maximize every bit of space you have. So save the room on the floor and mount your planters on the railing instead, or hang them from a support if it's not too windy. Annual vines like Sweet Caroline Upside, Black Coffee, and the Appeal series of Black-Eyed Susan vines grow quickly up trellises, so they are great for covering up a plain wall or creating privacy. At the end of the season, simply take them down and plant fresh next spring. When you're a renter or the only outdoor living space you have to work with is an exposed spot, creating privacy might be really important to you. Here are a few tips to try. Purchase a few fence panels to screen or block the view in just the most important places. See how these panels offer a limited view and create a more cozy feel on this patio? Use planters on wheels to define a patio space and offer some privacy. These condo dwellers had nothing but a concrete alley to work with, but with a little creativity, they made it into a stylish outdoor dining space. Living screens are another popular way to create privacy between patio blocks in a condo community or to screen the view of your neighbor's backyard. They can even be used as windbreaks on a balcony. Plant them up with fast-growing vines like Silver Falls Decandra, Goldilocks Creeping Jenny, or Sweet Caroline sweet potato vines. Upright plants like luscious lantana, totally tempted cupheas, and fragrant heliotropes will work well too.